There's never a dull moment at OpenAI, it certainly seems, because first, they are experiencing some pretty serious leadership changes. So we're going to first just tee that up and then talk about what the heck Strawberry is and what's going on with it. So, first up, Greg Brockman, OpenAI president and co founder, said he's taking an extended leave of absence, which he says just a sabbatical, until the end of the year. At the same time, John Schulman, another co founder and a key leader in AI, has left OpenAI to join rival company Anthropic. And he said he wanted to work more deeply on AI alignment, and that's why he is leaving. Possibly related, possibly not. Peter Deng, a product leader who joined OpenAI last year from Meta, has also departed the company. So, as you recall, these aren't the only or first people to have left. I mean, Ilya Sutskever left after all sorts of controversy last year around the boardroom coup to oust Sam Altman. And Andrej Karpathy has left to go work on an AI education startup. So these kinds of departures have really led some industry observers to question, like, how close is OpenAI really to breaking through to creating AGI? So AI researcher Benjamin de Kreker put it in a post on X. He put it really well. He said, quote, "If OpenAI is right on the verge of AGI, why do prominent people keep leaving?" And he went on to say, quote, "Genuine question. If you were pretty sure the company you're a key part of and have equity in is about to crack AGI within 1 to 2 years, why would you jump ship?" Now, interestingly, in parallel to this, and Paul, I'll let you kind of unpack this for us, there have been a series of very cryptic posts referencing Strawberry, which is an OpenAI project we had referenced previously, centered around advanced reasoning capabilities for AI, that have been posts that have been engaged with by Sam Altman, posts coming from anonymous accounts. Really does seem in a weird way like something is brewing when it comes to Strawberry, as well as we're seeing more and more references both from Sam and from other parties in relation to those possible AI capabilities. So, Paul, let's kind of maybe take this one step at a time. Like, I want to start off with the question that the AI researcher posed. If OpenAI is right on the verge of AGI, why do you think prominent people like these are leaving?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I have no idea. All any of us can really do at this point is speculate. The couple of notes I would make related to this is Greg and John are co-founders. Like I would assume their shares have vested long ago in
Mhm.
OpenAI. So unless, more shares are granted or they have some that haven't vested, their money's safe either way. So if Greg wants to peace out for a while and things keep going, his equity's not going anywhere. So I don't think their equity has anything to do with whether or not a breakthrough has been made internally or whether the next model is, on the precipice of coming. Um, so Greg is supposedly taking leave of absence, as you said. Maybe he is, maybe he's done. I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe John's leaving because he thinks AGI is actually near and Anthropic is a better place to work on safety and alignment. So I don't know that we can read anything into any of this, really. It's complicated, and I think we just got to let it sort of play out. I do have a lot of unanswered questions about the timing of Greg's leave. So on August 5th is when he tweeted, "I'm taking a sabbatical through end of year. First time to relax since co-founding OpenAI 9 years ago. The mission is far from complete. We still have a safe AGI to build." He then tweeted on August 8th, this first tweet since he left or went on sabbatical. "A surprisingly hard part of my break is beginning. The fear of missing out for everything happening at OpenAI right now. Lots of results cooking. I've poured my life for the past 9 years into OpenAI, including the entirety of my marriage. Our work is important to me, but so is life. I feel okay taking this time, in part because our research, safety, and product progress is so strong. I'm super grateful for the team we've built and its unprecedented talent density and proud of our progress. Looking forward to completing our mission together." So I don't know. He doesn't really tweet about his personal life too much. It kind of indicates to me like maybe this is just to get his personal life in order, or
Mhm.
give some focus to that after 9 years. Maybe that's all it is. Um, and then I just kind of scan back to see, well, what has he been tweeting leading up to this? He doesn't do as many cryptic tweets as Sam Altman. He does his own fair share, but his last like 6 tweets were all pretty product related. So on 7/18, so July 18th, he said just released a new state of art and fast, cheap, but still quite capable models. That was the 4.0 Mini, which we're going to talk more about. On July 18th, just launched ChatGPT Enterprise compliance controls, and then featured some of their enterprise customers like BCG and PwC and Los Alamos. On July 25th, Search GPT prototype now live, and then on July 30th, advanced voice mode rolling out. So he's been very product focused in his tweets, so we can't really learn too much from that. The thing I found unusual is Sam Altman didn't reply to Greg's tweet. Sam replies to every high profile person's tweet that
Hmm.
leaves or temporarily separates from OpenAI. So, for example, the same day that Greg announced he was taking a sabbatical, John Schulman announced he was leaving. And Sam posted 25 minutes later a reply to John's tweet saying, "We will miss you tremendously," telling the story of how they met in 2015. Um, so I just thought it was weird that he didn't individually tweet about or reply to Greg's tweet. Again, can you read anything into that? I don't know. It's just out of the ordinary. Um, and maybe it's because he was too busy vague tweeting about strawberries and AGI to deal with it. So,
Or yeah, so maybe because that is such a key piece of this is amidst all these like personnel changes, which is what everyone's like, the headlines are focused on. There's all these cryptic tweets he's been posting about AGI, about strawberry. Can you maybe walk us through like what's going on here? Because, as we've seen in the past, I think on this show and just in our work, like paying attention to what he posts is usually a very good idea.
yeah. So the last like 4 days have been kind of insane if you follow the the inner people within the AI world. So if you'll recall, the strawberry thing, this codename Strawberry Project, was first reported by Reuters. We talked about it in episode 106, so about a month ago,
Hmm.
we talked about this. So at the time, Reuters said Strawberry appears to be a novel approach to AI models aimed at dramatically improving their reasoning capabilities. The project's goal is to enable AI to plan ahead and navigate the internet autonomously to perform what OpenAI calls deep research. While details about how Strawberry works are tightly guarded, OpenAI appears to be hoping that this innovation will significantly enhance its AI models' ability to reason. The project involves a specialized way of processing AI models after they've been pre trained on large data sets. Now, the strawberry reference we also talked about in episode 106, half jokingly, but I'm not so sure it isn't true, is maybe a way to troll Elon Musk. So, if you'll remember, Elon Musk was involved early days of OpenAI. And in 2017, 3 months before the Transformer paper came out from Google Brain that invented the Transformer, which is the basis for GPT, generative pre trained Transformer, Elon Musk, who was still working with OpenAI and Sam Altman at the time, said, "Let's say you create a self-improving AI to pick strawberries, and it gets better and better at picking strawberries and picks more and more, and it is self-improving. So all it really wants to do is pick strawberries. So then it would have all this world be strawberry fields forever, and there would be no room for human beings." So that was kind of like episode 106. We just sort of talked about it. It was in Reuters. Now, fast forward to August 7th. So, this is now 2 days after Greg announces his sabbatical. Sam tweets a picture of actual strawberries, not AI generated. And he says, "I love my summer garden." So, here's Sam Veg tweeting about strawberries. Uh, about 7 hours later, a new Twitter account called I Rule the World MO, and double check me on that, Mike, make sure I'm getting the right Twitter handle here, tweeted in all lowercase, now which is Sam's sort of MO, is all lowercase. "Welcome to level 2. How do you feel? Did I make you feel?" And Sam, now keep in mind this account had been created that morning. Sam actually replied, "Amazing, TBH, to be honest." So Sam replied to this random Twitter account that was tweeting about AGI and strawberries. So, what is level 2? So, what is this welcome to level 2 tweet? Well, um, level 2, as reported in July 2024 by Rachel Metz of Bloomberg, is that OpenAI has come up with a set of 5 levels to track its progress towards building AI software capable of outperforming humans.
Hmm.
They shared this new classification system with employees that Tuesday, so this is in early July. At the meeting, company leadership gave a demonstration of a research project involving GPT-4a model that OpenAI thinks shows some new skills that rise to human-like reasoning. So the assumption is whatever Strawberry is was shown to their employees in early July.
Hmm.
Now, their 5 levels are level 1, chatbots, AI with conversational language. That's what we have. Level 2, reasoners, human level problem solving. That's the assumption of what we are about to enter. Level 3, agents, systems that can take actions. We don't have those yet, other than demonstrations of them. Level 4, innovators, AI that can aid in invention. That is not currently possible. Level 5, organizations, AI that can do the work of an organization. This goes back to something we talked about, an article earlier on with Ilya Sutskevo, where he was quoted in The Atlantic as talking about these like hive-like organizations where there's just
Right.
hundreds or thousands of AI agents doing these things. So the I Rule the World MO Twitter account, let's go back to that for a second. The profile picture is Joaquin Phoenix from the movie Her with 3 strawberry emojis. So that's what the Twitter account states. The first tweet from that account was August 7th at 1:33 p.m. So again, that's right before Sam replied to this account. So Sam is aware of this account very, very, very early in its existence.
Hmm.
Um, so that reply was to Yam Peleg. I don't know who he is. He's an AI guy. He had said, "Feel the AGI guys," and this "I Rule the World" MO account tweeted, "Nice." The account then started a flood of hundreds of Strawberry and AI related tweets, multiple times referencing Sam's garden tweet with his pictures of strawberries and implying that a major release is coming. So I'll just run through a few of these to give you a sense of what's going on. So later on August 7th, tweets, "Sam's strawberry isn't just ripe, it's ready. Tonight we taste the fruit of AGI. The singularity has a flavor." Uh, 3 minutes later, "Someone very high up is boosting my account. Guess who?" In other words, the algorithm at Twitter immediately started juicing this anonymous account. And it was very obvious that it was happening. And thousands of people were starting to follow it.
Hmm.
21 minutes later, Altman's strawberry isn't a fruit, it's a key. Tonight we unlock the door to super intelligence. Are you ready to step through? 8 minutes later, it turns out that I'm AGI. Oh, if it turns out I'm AGI, I'll be so pissed. Because now people are trying to, like, at this point, guess what is this account? Is this an
Hmm.
AI? Like, is someone running a test? Is this actually like OpenAI screwing around with people? Is it something else? 6 minutes later, it tweets, "No one's guessed Grok yet, even though they know of Elon Musk engineering prowess and his super clusters. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm Grok, but just that it's kind of odd, right?" And then fast forward to August 10th, so just a couple days ago, and this anonymous account tweeted a rather extensive, what appears to be very accurate summary of OpenAI in the current situation. And this connects back to Greg in a moment. So the tweet is, "Rushed a little, but we'll refine and add some more info I've been given in it if it bangs. Project Strawberry slash Q Star. AI Explained has been close to this for a while, so I'd watch them for a cleaner take if you want to dig in. This is what Ilya saw. It's what has broken math benchmarks. It's more akin to reinforcement learning, human feedback than throwing compute at the problem." Gets into Strawberry and larger models, comes on Thursday, so they're implying this week. "Think of LLM fine tuned to reason like a human, hence why Sam liked the level 2 comment and felt great about it. Ilya did not. Here we are." And then it talks about what I talked about last week, that maybe we're actually seeing the future model with a combination of Sora, voice, video, and then all the stuff that's going into safety. It goes on to say that GPT Next, internally called GPTX, you can call it GPT-5, it says, is also ready to go. Lots here relies on safety and what Google does next. It's difficult to say if competition will trump safety. This next model is through red teaming. It's finished. Post training is done. It's an enormous leap in capabilities, and on and on and on. And then, as of this morning, so 5:27 a.m. Eastern time on August 12th, this anonymous account tweets, "Attention isn't all you need," referring to the "Attention is all you need" Transformer paper from 2017. New architecture announcement August 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. The singularity begins. Now, oddly enough, the next Made by Google event is August 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Now, I don't know if that's a reference to, depending on what Google does, whether or not this next model gets released. So the question is, what is this I Rule the World MO account, which at the moment of recording this has almost 23.5 thousand followers, which it has amassed in 4 days. It is getting juiced, obviously, by Twitter/X and maybe Elon Musk himself. Um, is it like an anonymous count of GPT-5? Like, are they running an experiment and it's actually an AI? Is it Elon trolling OpenAI for trolling him and it's actually like Grok 2? Is it a human who has a massive amount of time on their hands? Is it another like, we don't know. But then to add to the mystery, last night, Arvind Srinivas, the founder of Perplexity, shows a screenshot that says, how many R's are there in this sentence? There are many strawberries in a sentence that's about strawberries. And whatever model he was teasing got it correct, which is a notoriously difficult problem. And he put, guess what model this is with a strawberry in it? The implication being that Perplexity Pro is running whatever this strawberry model is. Then, for following along at home, Elon at 6:38 p.m. on August 11th tweets Grok 2 beta release coming soon. So what does this all mean? I have no idea who this anonymous account is, but it does appear something significant is coming. We may have a new model this week. It may already be in testing with Perplexity Pro. Um, I think we will find out sooner than later. So now back real quick to Greg. What does this mean for OpenAI and Greg? A, his work is done for now, and this whatever he has now built, whatever this thing that is in its final, training and safety is whatever model that is, won't be released until he returns at the end of the year. I find that doubtful. His work is done for now, and he's leaving the team to handle the launch, or nothing has changed internally. There is no major release coming, and he's just taking time off. If I was a betting man, I'm going with option B. I think Greg is heavily involved in the building of these models. I think the work of building the next model is complete, and they're just finalizing timing and plans for the release of that model. And I think he's stepping aside to take some personal time and come back. So I don't know, Mike. I don't know if you followed along the craziness of the strawberry stuff over the weekend, but I mean, that account has tweeted, I don't know how many tweets it
It's
actually,
unreal.
it has to be over 1,000, like
Yeah.
in the first 4 days.
It is, I mean, look, obviously we've said we have no idea what this all ends up meaning, but the fact, I think there's something directionally important about the fact we're even talking about this and taking it seriously. These kinds of breakthroughs and levels of AGI, or call it advanced artificial intelligence, whatever you'd like to term it. It really does speak to kind of some of the paths and trajectories that we've been kind of anticipating throughout the last year or two.
Yeah, and my guess that it is some form of an AI. I
Mm,
think there's some human in the loop here,
yeah.
but I don't think a human is managing this. So I do think it's probably some model. I don't know whose model it is.
Mm,
Um, and I think it's an experiment being run. And the fascinating thing is, it's not just 24,000 random followers, it's
right.
24,000 people who are paying very close attention to AI, who are not only following, but who are interacting with it. And so, what do we learn from this experiment? Like, whoever it is, whatever model it is, in 4 days' time, it amassed 24,000 followers, including a lot of influential AI people who are not only engaging with it, but trying to figure out what it is, who it is. So I don't know. There's just a lot to be learned, when we can look back and understand a little bit more about this moment. I have a sense that this is a meaningful moment,
Mm,
while the anonymous account itself may end up being seemingly insignificant when we find out what it actually is. I think that there's a lot of underlying things to be learned from this. And if it is an AI that is doing most of the engagement, that's going to be kind of interesting.